The LEGO Technic Cat D11 Bulldozer has me extremely concerned about the future of LEGO Technic. It seems like over time, LEGO Technic sets are getting more and more expensive while also offering a lot less. The Bulldozer's predecessor, the excavator, retailed for the exact same price as the new Bulldozer, and yet it contained 7 motors and 2 Control Plus hubs as opposed to just 1 hub in the Bulldozer and only 4 motors. Even with offering so many pieces and a ton of electronics, many still considered $450 to be an insane price, especially given the state of powered up back then. You can actually get this set for less than $400, and for the amount of electronics and pieces, that's a pretty great deal. Given that you can get so much more in terms of the electronics with the excavator, and you can get it for less than $400 completely sealed, I highly doubt that the Bulldozer will sell well at that $450 price tag. But what I appreciate about the Bulldozer is that it does include way more advanced mechanisms like a gearbox, the planetary wheel hubs, a differential, and much more. Personally, I prefer something that has more mechanisms like gearboxes instead of just having all 7 motors control 7 independent different functions. But only when the price is cheaper than something that has more motors. If your priority in LEGO Technic is to get as many motors and as many hubs as possible at the lower price, then honestly, the excavator is a better buy. However, as a fan of mechanisms, I personally think that I will appreciate the Bulldozer way more than the excavator. My biggest complaint with that set was that it used just 1 motor for 1 function and all its mechanisms were incredibly basic, and the Bulldozer on the other hand is way more interesting. So if we don't consider the price and look at only the sets by themselves as designs, and we think of the Bulldozer and the excavators as just mocks created by really talented people, then the Bulldozer is the superior winner. When we do consider the price, the Bulldozer is not worth $450. I did a poll on my channel asking if you considered the new LEGO Technic Cat D11 Bulldozer to be overpriced. With more than 1,500 votes, an overwhelming majority considered the set overpriced, with only 16% thinking that the price is decent, and a final 2% said the Bulldozer is underpriced. When we consider that just 2 years ago we got 3 more motors and an extra hub for the exact same price, this has me really concerned about the future of LEGO Technic. I mean, what if in another 2 years the $450 set will contain even less pieces and have only 3 motors and 1 hub? Personally, I have always loved LEGO Technic sets that contained only 1 motor and a gearbox to control the many functions it offered, but only when the price was cheaper. In the past, that allowed giant sets like the bucket wheel excavator to retail for under $300. If you love LEGO Technic and you want to uncover all its secrets, such as in-depth analyses of upcoming sets, the rarest gears, and much more, then make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I personally wasn't a fan of the excavator, but from what I saw, it was a bestseller. Many fans greatly enjoyed being able to get so many expensive motors in a relatively good deal with over 4,000 pieces. And of course, that set also does have the gimmick of being the single biggest LEGO Technic set purely by piece count. You cannot sell something for the exact same price as its predecessor, but ultimately take away its fundamental components that made it a bestseller in the first place. The functionality and mechanisms are much better in the Bulldozer, but that still doesn't justify that $450 price tag. I mean, imagine if the powered up large motor, instead of costing $40, will now cost $80. That's honestly what the Bulldozer feels like. It's more expensive while also being less advanced in terms of electronics. Of course, it does have those amazing new tracks along with track tensioning, which is really cool. And if you want to learn more about the Bulldozer, about all its mechanisms and all that good stuff, then click on the video right over here, which is an in-depth analysis of the Bulldozer. This is your Unbrick Me here, and I'll see you in the next one.